Two douchebags on a couch. One's an asshole, one's a grouch. And relentless, all their mouths. Jim and Eddie. Talk shit. Jim and Eddie. Talk shit. Jim and Eddie.
Hey everybody, welcome to Talking Shit with Jim Jeffries and Eddie Ifft. I am Eddie Ifft, and as always, we're at the Rape Cottage here in Venice, California. Tonight we've got a great guest. We've got Graham Elwood, who I've been fortunate enough to see Graham perform many times at the Improv in LA. Very funny guy.
I've never met Graham. Me and him had that awkward moment where I went, "Are you a stand-up?" And he went, "Are you?" And I went, "Yeah." And he went, "Yeah, so am I." And we both looked at each other and went, "Cool, yeah."
Is Graham like, how the fuck did I get here? Why am I here?
I don't know, because sometimes we have guests on the show where it's just like Chasm or someone who isn't really a stand-up as such, but is just like a guy. You know what I mean? And Brian,
Chasm's the new breed. He's the YouTube sensation.
Brian McCarthy. No one knows what Brian
No
does.
explanation.
Brian's just a guy.
Brian now has fans for being Brian.
Yeah. Brian doesn't even have he has money. And you don't know where it's from. You know
I love those guys. And they're always like, "Hey, so how do you pay for this place?" Just bopping around. So where do you work? I'm between things right now. What does that mean?
And he dresses like he's got money. Like if a child was dressing like they had money. Like in what's that Argyle jumpers with a bow tie.
Izod.
All right, let's get...
What's Izod?
The little alligator logo thing.
No, that's Lacoste.
Or whatever.
All right, we've got, as always, Machete, our engineer. Thank you very much, Machete. Machete fucked up, though, the last couple episodes. If you heard the static, it's all his fault. He took the blame.
I thought the static was because we had a dwarf in the room. and everyone could, like his magical powers were, when you put a phone up to the radio, his pot of gold was giving us static.
We've got Jason Hour of Power, who just coughed.
And Jason Hour, 39, feeling fine.
And Jesse Shapiro is helping produce the show now in the room. Thank you, Jesse.
Outstanding.
Lolita's here, and our guest, Graham. There's a few things we got to talk about before we get the show started. You have to sign up for the email list at jimandeddytalkshit.com. You can win stuff now, right? Go to the website. People are going. Actually,
What can you win?
I don't know. You can win shit. We've got all...
a chance to go go-karting with us.
Oh, on our go-karting trip, where James going to try to win again.
It's like Make-A-Wish for retards.
You know what would be great, though? To bring all our Hmong fans go-karting and watch them just plow into each other.
Yeah.
A heaping mess of
just
fucking...
driving the wrong way.
Jason will just jump off his go-kart and jump on them and hump them all.
Yeah, people like Jason just jumping in front of the car for insurance fraud reasons.
As always, find us on Stitcher. Sign up on Stitcher. Stitcher.com/Jim and Eddie. Please do that. Stitcher's a mobile app. The promotion code is Jim and Eddie. Jim and Eddie. So go to Stitcher.com. They've been very good to us. Be good to them. You can always find us on iTunes. And a little note that I hate to do this, but we don't get paid to do the show, as some of you think. Everybody thinks, Jim, you're extremely wealthy.
I'm not extremely wealthy.
As you're wearing what are you wearing right now?
I'm wearing a pretty green scarf from this Liam Gallagher's clothing brand.
Is it a Lacoste?
No, but I'm getting a small bit of green felt and stitch it on so it looks like an alligator. What did you call Lacoste again?
Izod.
Yeah, it was Izod, or an alligator
It's a different
shirt.
brand. I don't know.
We used to call them alligator
Yeah,
shirts.
they're the same. There was Izod.
I've been living off the grid for a really long time.
Izod was cool before Polo. And then Polo
and Jason's wearing a jumper tonight just to prove how poor we are, that I picked up in a second-hand store, like a charity shop, for £1 in Britain, and it's not even an official Billy Joel jumper. It's one of those ones you'd buy outside the concert that someone was trying to make a bit of cash out of by having him. And everything's misplaced, and it's maybe 5 sizes too small.
Oh, God, the fat roll is hanging out the bottom.
That hurts.
That hurts.
That's your birthday gift.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think the cat or dog hair on it really gives it a nice accent. It's got a nice little homeless feel to it.
I found it on the bottom of my closet. Jim, I don't know how it got there because it was Jim's, and that's where the dog...
Honestly, it's the night that I came down through the rafters that he made me put it on. Do you remember that?
Oh, you had it on that night?
The dynamic landing night is the first night this thing
I've
was
kept
dynamic
it for years because I knew that one day it would just come in handy. I'm a hoarder, but not with clothes. I'm not a hoarder, and that That's traveled the world, that jumper. And it's like not even that old. You can tell that Billy Joel's bald on it. Like, you know, so it's not Billy Joel from the 80s. Someone made that in like 2005.
I feel like Jason doing this, but I need to mention that we don't get paid doing this show at all. We make no money, and it costs us money to do. So what we've done is we're going to donations because the show costs us a lot to keep operating. There's a lot of people working on it. We're going to video now.
Can you imagine the Facebook messages?
Oh, they're going to be so mad. You cunts.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
You make a lot of money, and you fucking asking me for fucking money. You don't have to give. We're asking for donations, but they're not just donations. You get shit. If you go to our website, you can get T-shirts, posters. We're giving away. You get to
What's on the poster?
They get to spend a day with Jason. Signed poster from all of us with Jason on. Yeah, look, Jason just looked like, no, I don't want to spend a day with them.
No, you have
Jason,
to spend a day.
Jason, for a $1 donation.
Well, I'll take him on a tour.
For a $1 donation. Jason will molest you with this dirty cat Billy Joel sweater. It'll be a delightful afternoon.
That's $1 he'll pay them.
Jason will take you on a tour of Venice to all the hot spots.
No, but there are.
This is where I found $1.
Go to our.
This is
Just donate something. 25, 50, 100. What do we have?
This is a place where a homeless person thought I was a homeless person.
Yeah.
What's the donation? We said they can come hang out at the show. No amount of money. $1,000.
$1,000 you can be in the show.
You get to come to the rape cottage and be on the show.
500 Jason sings you right.
500 Jason sings you a song that he writes.
That he wrote
On the show.
about you.
He's
You sent us those. You know those books you used to have when you were a kid that your parents sat in, and they took your name, your brother's name, your favorite food, and then like Lisa Simpson had one. Lisa Simpson became a cowgirl, and you're like, what do you like? Chicken nuggets. There's some chicken nuggets. Like that one. Yeah. So Jason will write a song.
Jason will write a
around
song.
your
We don't
life.
know how soon he'll get it done because he's been working on your the hemorrhoid song. How long have you been
My
working on
hemorrhoid-
that?
Well, that's an instrumental.
To every,
The hemorrhoid song is an instrumental, actually.
Really?
It really is, yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's got to be touching.
you're the first song parody guy that I know that does instrumental.
It's not a parody. It's an original.
When he explained it to me, he said, "I've been working on something." I said, "What is it?" He goes, "It's epic."
It is.
Well,
you ever-
can I say they're better now? This is for the first time in months. I don't have hemorrhoids anymore.
Really?
I'm doing fine, yeah.
You know what's weird?
What?
I think I got one.
They jumped ship.
I wiped
we
my-
shouldn't
I-
sleep ass to ass anymore.
I know. They're contagious.
I wiped my ass yesterday, and I felt like I pulled a tampon out of my ass.
Oh, yeah. Well,
the-
wait, if
yeah.
you get blood, that's about. Yeah, I probably got one that's just not bleeding anymore. But I don't have anyone that's bleeding anymore. I have a dry, normal. Like I do a poo now, and I just wipe it like a regular person. I give myself a little pat on the back, and I walk out. I feel like I told my mum. I rang my mum up to say that my hemorrhoids were good. Because I blame her because they're
Does she have
hereditary.
them?
Yeah, of course
they're,
she has
they're
them.
hereditary.
Of course she has them. Fuck.
Doesn't help that you eat fucking.
I've been
You
eating
eat
well for the
hemorrhoids.
last week.
He eats. You should see his diet. It's hilarious.
It's not as bad as you say.
Portuguese chicken sandwiches, and
That's chicken breasts, mate. I buy them fresh and bash them down.
you bash them down, and then you deep fry them.
No, I don't deep fry them. I pan fry them.
Pan fry them in oil.
Olive oil, though.
Olive oil.
It's good for you.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Look at you. You're just the pillar of fucking health right there.
And then I put a bit of lettuce on it and mayonnaise.
Some
and chili
mayonnaise.
sauce, and
Yeah.
It's fucking good, man.
Delicious.
It is delicious.
Jason's had a big week, haven't you,
Some
Jason?
Yep.
What is today?
Well, today's the day after
He's
my
no
actual
longer-
birth. Yeah.
He's no longer 38.
He's
Rape.
no-
A lot of people text that after, and he said 38. Rape. That's become like a little catchphrase of yours. And someone's got a new nickname for you. Someone wrote to me because I put a little message out like everyone wished Jason our happy birthday, and someone said happy birthday to the talent in inverted commas. That's a new nickname, the talent.
There's some girl that is in love
funny.
with Jason and writes all these messages about how mean I am to him, how great and talented he
Is
is.
she 4 foot tall and have her teeth smashed in?
I
She's
looked
got
at-
hemorrhoids on her mouth.
I looked on her page, and she was like, "Eddie, you're an asshole. Fuck you." Blah blah blah. So I looked on her page.
It's my mom.
And I just wrote, well, if it is, I just sent her a message that said, "You're fat."
I said that once to a fan of mine. I said, "Shut up, you fat bitch," or something. Someone was saying something nasty. I was in a bad mood. I never had my fan page go more mental than people being really angry with me. But
Really?
They couldn't deny it. She was a big girl.
Wait a minute. Your fans, because your fans, you can tell the difference between your fans and my fans on our page.
What? Because mine exist.
Come on.
Speaking of which, we found out Jim used to think this whole show he was carrying it. He used to be like, my fans listen, my fans listen. The biggest jump we got where we doubled numbers was when I did Rogan's podcast.
Do you want to take this fight, Eddie? Because I can take this fight to the internet right now. We can put a poll up.
Of course, because all the active people on the fan, they came from your fan page, and they're all fucking maniacal.
And why wouldn't they come from your fan page?
Because my fans have better things to do with their lives.
than to listen to you?
On a weekly basis, yes. Yes, they do. My fans don't. My fans have jobs.
They're well-rounded. It
Well,
sounds like.
I mightn't be on. This is Tuesday and Thursday. I might not be on next Tuesday's episode.
No, you have to be.
I've got a corporate out of town.
No, it's too bad. Maybe we'll
You
go.
don't understand the
Vegas
pressure of a
with you.
big paid comedian, Eddie. You don't understand. You don't understand the pressure that I'm under.
Wait a minute.
the
Watch
demand.
this. Wait, Jim. How many corporates have you done in your life?
This will be. Well, the type of actor I've done a few.
Answer my question.
Maybe 10. But I only because of the nature of
I
what
love how you try to spin it like
I'm a dirty
Jim.
I'm a dirty comic.
So am I. I've done more corporates than that.
Yeah, well, no need to be attacked on my own show. No, I did a corporate once for Manchester United. That was weird, right? The biggest sporting team in the world, Manchester United. And I was on stage and I thought, this is pretty exciting. The money was really big. And I was doing it in all the plays there and I felt like shit. I was driving home in my car thinking, why didn't those cunts laugh at me? And then I was like, oh, they all can't speak English. They're all fucking Spanish and fucking Mexicans. And I'm there going, why didn't that French cunt laugh at me?
I just did a corporate for Budweiser in
When?
Australia.
Oh,
and,
in Australia.
And they were bringing over Budweiser as a beer in Australia. It's not there. It's kind of like Foster's here.
Because we have our own beer that's good.
Good. And Budweiser, they said to me when I went to do the corporate, I said, what can I say? Because corporate. What are you going to say at this corporate on?
I only do, no, because it's for a technology company. I only do things that are like video game people, sporting teams, anywhere where they like smut. I'm not going to do like fucking Jamison and something law firm, I just do grubby boy shit.
Well, when I did Budweiser, I said, have you done corporates, Graham, at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did Budweiser, and I go, so what am I allowed to say? And this is in Australia. And the guy just looks at me and goes, just don't say cunt. And I go, I didn't even know that was in the realm of possibility.
Yeah, I didn't know that was
Because
in
in America, you can't even say shit at
corporate gigs are the worst because there's always some sweaty, girl in a bad business suit coming up to you going, don't say this, don't say that, that's the boss, and don't make jokes about this. And they fucking get all up in your shit, and you're like, oh, this will be a great show.
They get really tense. I got asked to do one once, and the guy came up to me, he said, look, I've watched your stand-up. I'm actually the one who booked you, and I think you're great. And he goes,
but
you're a bit misogynistic at times. And there's some girls, and they're nice girls, so leave them alone. I'm like, fine, don't be misogynistic, I got it. And he goes, try to keep the swearing down. You can swear a bit, but don't swear too much. And I go, swearing down, fine. He goes, you'll be great. And he walked away, and just as he was about to leave the door, he turned to me and goes, do you still do that retard joke? I went, yeah. And he goes, do that one, I love that joke.
the Budweiser.
And I was like, what, you don't have any of them working for you?
Yeah.
No, we don't.
The Budweiser gig, the guy goes to me, don't say cunt. And I said, I got some midget jokes. Can I do midget? Oh, fuck yeah. Fucking hell, mate. Do fucking midget jokes. And then I go, well, he goes, you got any poofter jokes? Poofters are fags in Australia. And I go, he goes, because we got one.
Well, let's fucking string this guy up, huh? Let's
he goes, fucking pay him out, mate.
Oh, yeah, fucking,
But I just did one.
fucking fudge packing piece of shit.
I did one in Vegas. Where are you doing yours?
Well, it hasn't. I'm not at liberty to say.
Oh, I did the Palms Employee of the Year or whatever awards, and they had me host it. And the woman said to me, we watched your clips. Everything's fine except for the stripper jokes. And I go, what's so bad about the stripper jokes?
She's getting Employee of the Year.
That's basically what happened. She goes, there's a bunch in the audience. And I go, what, you employ strippers? She goes, well, they've got other jobs.
Yeah, they're fucking cocktail waitresses.
And I'm
aren't
like,
they?
well, I think they kind of know that they're the brunt of a lot of jokes. And she goes, yeah, well, I don't want you doing that joke. And I go, that's the cleanest I get. And so I killed, but not happy. Not happy, the human resources people.
Yeah, there's always one dumb corporate fuckstick that's always like, they get all bent out of shape, and it's just like, and they always say stupid crap like, well, I love comedy. What does that mean? That's like saying I like food.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
I like laughing.
I like laughing. Who doesn't like laughing? Well, comedy, someone's got to get a pie in the face. So guess what? Your retard cunt strippers are all going to get one. So
Well, it's always it's like if there's one black guy in the room, you stress out about the black joke. But if there's a whole lot of black guys, you're fine. I'll do one of those as well.
Wait, what was I going to ask Graham? I had a funny story. You do all the military shit too, don't you?
yeah, I've been to Afghanistan and Iraq, and
I've done that as well. How much? This is the weird thing. The British government pays a lot of money, and you guys get paid squat, don't you? Because you get that a little American. Hey, you got to do it for our boys. But are you un-American? You get that thing done.
Yeah,
to you.
yeah.
Fucking suckers.
And he's Australian, and he's going and doing it for the British.
I do it for the British. Yeah.
oh, that's cool, man.
And they pay a shitload.
I did a coalition base in Afghanistan where there was some British special forces guys there. That was pretty cool. But one time, we were getting ready to do a base, and the base commander was like a super Christian. And he was telling us it was me and Scott Kennedy, and he was like, look, you guys, you can't come out here.
Scott Kennedy's gay, right?
What? Fuck, that's why he was blowing me. No,
It's
yeah.
not very Christian.
Who would Jesus blow? And the
12 guys
yeah.
you hang out with. I don't know. You take your fucking pick. I've always pictured Jesus with cum dribbling down his chin going, this is my last supper till next time.
Yeah. Anyway, this guy's like, he was like really emphatic. You can't swear. You can't do. You can't say GD. He kept saying that. You can't say GD.
Yeah, GD's the big thing in the South.
What's GD?
Goddamn.
And-
That's worse than
Oh,
saying cunt.
I thought,
And we finally-
That's
how
blasphemy
you
back
people
then.
spell Jesus.
That part of the country.
We talked to the guy,
Goddamn.
and we finally said, "Look, man," we said, "Look, sir, we'll do whatever you want, but the majority of your base is 18 to 23-year-old guys that aren't allowed to have sex, they can't drink, and they're carrying a gun." I said, "Do you really?" I go,
I'll tell you the difference between the British and American right here. The British people get sent topless women with the comics.
"No way."
Yeah, they get page 3 models come along with us, and they show their tits, and then we come out and tell some jokes. Where you guys get, well, God love and don't you be saying GD.
Yeah, we finally talked the guy off the. We walked literally around the perimeter of the base like twice. Like we kept going. Look, we'll do whatever you want to do, but we finally said we're here to entertain these young guys, right? And he was like, "Yes." We're like, we're trying to give them a taste of home, right? So. Isn't this what they need? They can't look at porn on your, websites or anything like that.
Is that what you call a taste of home?
Yeah.
I don't want to go to your house. Actually, I do. I want to go to your house.
I'm going to give you some home cooking.
Yeah. A taste of home. What's that? Just come on a plate.
Yeah, that's all it is. Suck it.
Okay, so carry on.
But that's it, though. We finally talked the guy. We finally, we made it. We all put it in their vernacular. We're like, look, our mission is to, you know what I mean? Like we
Use that, yeah.
Yeah,
This is Operation Entertain.
Yeah, this is dirty joke, fucking top secret. SEAL Team 6 would
I
approve
always
of these
love
jokes.
it. It's like, because you do get, when you got the army, because the company that sends us out, they're very, that's their whole business. So they don't want the British government to stop paying them to send bands and strippers and things out there. So if I offend some fucker, it goes back on them. So they always want me not to be too offensive. And I'm like, really? These guys have killed people.
Yeah, what? I know. What could you possibly? And they always say, "Don't say this, don't say that." And then I go up there and I'm just doing dick jokes, and they're fucking going nuts for it.
There was one time I was there. There was this one guy that kept on shouting out. And I said, I wouldn't want to be in a fucking foxhole with you, you cunt. You're the first one to get shot.
Yeah.
Right? And then the room was tense. And I sort of went, because you'd be making all the sound. And they sort of laughed. I was like, oh, I got away with it. Oh.
I love. That's the thing about the Bin Laden thing that they keep saying. Like it was so against Sharia law that they threw his body in the ocean like that. That wasn't the proper funeral. And I'm like, was it the proper assassination?
Yeah, fucking yeah. Did they fucking bless the bullet that they put between his eyes? Like
that's where we went wrong.
Yeah.
The
Was
way
that-
we threw his body in
Was
the
that bullet halal?
yeah.
what about shooting his 18-year-old wife in the leg and then taking him out in the head?
Yeah.
that was fun.
Did he shoot his wife in the
Yeah,
leg?
they shot his.
And
know,
she's 18.
yeah, she was. No.
Fantastic.
She was 18 when he married
There's nothing
her.
like a wounded rape.
Everyone got quiet, but I laughed, which made me really
Yeah, there's
uncomfortable.
nothing like a wounded rape when she's got a bullet wound in her leg and you've got a burqa to
You
wipe
ju-
up your cum.
You just. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Jason's terrified.
As you finger a Bin Laden wound.
Like literally, as you're saying that, I'm sitting near the window and I'm expecting to hear just that silent bullet that like through the thing and it hits one of our heads and it.
No, that's off one of their guns. That's our gun you're talking
Yeah,
about.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Their gun's the one with a
They're-
laser pointed duct tape to the end and a
Did
fucking.
you read? They took a dog with them. One of the Navy SEALs strapped a dog to him. This dog, it's some kind of German Shepherd. that can
Belgian
s-
Shepherd, probably.
Oh, thanks, Jason.
No, because of Roy.
No,
This is what Roy did.
No. They're
This is
the
Roy.
dogs that make better chocolates. You're right
yeah,
there.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
right.
All right,
No,
The
this is
Belgians
Roy's
are only
job,
known
remember?
for two things: pedophilia
It
and
wasn't.
chocolate.
It wasn't. A
And why do you
Belgian
think they
Shepherd.
invented the
I
chocolate?
guarantee.
oh,
you,
they
'cause I
invented
read.
slavery
Belgian
too, though.
Shepherds are the top ones used by special forces and U.S. military. right
Okay,
now.
but I guarantee it was not a Belgian Shepherd.
It wasn't a Belgian. It was
wasn't
a
a
big
Belgian.
black dog. It was like
Belgian
it was like
Shepherds are
Duke, but with
large and black.
personality.
But here's the best part: they removed the dog's fangs, and it has titanium fangs, so it can bite through Kevlar.
It's like
Oh, when we
Wolverine.
were in Afghanistan,
Outstanding.
they
Holy
put
shit.
They put you in the suit. And you run, and then the dog chases you down. These dogs aren't fucking around.
No way.
They
Yeah.
want to rip your face off. One punched through the thing just through it and just made me bleed a little tiny bit through this outfit that's meant to protect you. I'll tell you one of my Afghanistan
would
stories.
sue.
When I was out in Afghanistan, they let us play with plastic explosives and guns and fucking drive around the back of vans with like guns like that, right? And we videotaped the whole thing. So I get back at the airport. And they do that swab of your laptop.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
did a swab of my camera, covered with plastic explosives. Fucking cut. You could see them on it, right? And then they bring me in a room. Why has this got plastic explosives on it? And I was like, because I've been playing with plastic explosives. And they're like, where have you come from? I've come from Afghanistan.
Yeah.
And I landed in America. It was the British government that sent me. So the American government had no fucking record of me hanging out in Afghanistan,
Yeah.
right? And so I sat there for hours while they were trying to find the British government to give me the authority to have been playing with plastic explosives. And then I'm sitting there with the woman, and I said to her, this is like, like a flip camera, not like a flip camera, one of those normal ones where the side flips out and you can watch it on the little screen. And I said to her, I said, hey, watch the video. You'll see me with soldiers playing with the thing. And she actually pulled the flip back and she pressed the play button like she was detonating a bomb. Like she just sort of squinted. Not the greatest story. but-
It's informative. It doesn't have to be hilarious.
I got booked in Iraq one time, and I wanted to go. I was excited to go, and then I couldn't go because of something else, and because
Dental work?
I had a case of pussiness, and so I didn't go. And I was supposed to go, and Jim Florentine.
Did you not go because you were a pussy dad?
No. I forget I had to do something, but Jim Florentine went in my place, and I go. This was right back in the beginning when they first started sending comedians, and I go, "How was it?" And Jim goes, "It was fucking amazing." He goes, "We had a layover in Amsterdam. We all ate hash cookies."
Yeah.
And he goes, and then we land in Iraq, and the first thing they do, they go, "You want to shoot machine guns?" And they're all fucking. And then, come on, you want to go out in the dune buggies? And I was like, "Oh, that would have been fun."
Oh, it's amazing fun.
Speaking of which,
I wouldn't do it again, though.
It is Jason Hour's birthday. We got to celebrate his birthday. Jason, happy birthday!
Thank you.
birthday, buddy.
Yesterday, we're gonna do.
Okay, I know you've already heard the age, but if you were to look at him, what age would you think Jason is?
Homeless.
And
the majority of
name the amount of achievements do you think this man's had in 39 years?
I think that shirt. And
The
maybe
fact that a cat got that close to him?
if I can't got that close to him. And I think this delicious beer that he's got in his hand.
No.
How many of those delicious beers have you had today?
2.4.
He
Okay.
once kissed Lily.
I kissed Lily,
That's his
Kissed-
biggest
He
achievement.
made out with Lily.
and I work
Wow.
with two top comics.
That's awesome. Way to fire back a fucking hardball. I like it.
Well, we for your birthday, Lilit baked you something for your birthday. Lilit,
Yeah.
can you?
Oh,
go get-
wow.
Yeah, so she's gonna go get that.
Yeah.
A hairy cookie?
It's a ball of regret.
It's pretty much the same thing.
Oh,
you did
regret
yesterday and the day
pie.
before.
It's your dignity in a tray. It's just all the bits of skin
So how
that's
did
flaked off you.
you make
dead
out with
Duke.
her? How did that happen?
Yeah, she's gonna bring that Duke's head on a
bit,
stick.
we talked about it on the last.
Deep
I
fried
assaulted
like a-
her in a booth in a restaurant.
Yeah, he
In a
did.
Mexican
He
restaurant.
did. He didn't get his.
It-
He didn't get his tongue down it. Like,
It worked though. Like, you know.
Lilit's what you call charitable.
Lilit has a tiny bit of an overbite that he was able to sneak his tongue up and over her bottom row of teeth.
Lilit-
I almost lost it though.
Did you taste any of the mace that you sprayed her with to make this happen?
Happy
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
fat
dear.
cunt.
All right, just dropped your fucking
Drop
cake.
your fucking cake.
Why did she wiggle?
baked you a cake and you fucking dropped it.
It's a Rice Krispie.
It's Rice Krispie treats.
Is it a sculpture?
No, it's just Rice Krispie treats
Yeah,
on
it's
top
a
of each other.
It's a sculpture.
It's Rice Krispie treats. There's how many there?
Are you shooting it?
There's 10, and we want to see how quickly you can eat
camera's
all
on.
of them.
Can I go pee first?
No, because they're not made of liquid, fuck knuckle, and eat your Rice Krispie treats or you'll never have a birthday again.
I have to eat all of
All of
these.
them.
All 10 of
I
them.
can't eat all these.
Yeah.
Just, okay, I'm going to time you 2 minutes. How many can you eat?
This one
How
keeps
many?
falling. I know.
How
it's-
many?
Like
Oh my god.
Okay.
Wait. Should we tell him?
Oh, no. Go.
I can taste it.
I can smell it.
I can taste it.
They're
Where the
la-
fuck
they're
did you
laced
get
with
these?
marijuana.
I've spent so much time with Doug Benson. I can fucking smell that shit. I'm like a goddamn FBI dog.
Jason just took a mouthful.
Took a bite off that right there. Right there, I took a bite.
How much do you think you could eat of that? It's a mound about what would you say is there? How
You
much?
can taste
Like
it. I
1
thought,
cubic
I
foot.
thought that was the only taste you ever had in your mouth. I thought you were going to go, it tastes of nothing.
No, I can
It tastes of normal.
You knew right away. Nobody would know that there's pot in there. He knew right away because I can taste it.
Give me a bite of this because I've never
Right
had
there.
a
Take
hash-
that one's fresh.
I
right
will
there.
not be biting the section that you've bit from.
Bite. Take a bring a piece.
No, you can smell that. That's, you can smell that. a
You
mile
made
away.
this, Lily?
I made it with the help
She
of
made
my
it
friend.
for you.
Can we
Wow.
can I just
I don't
say,
condone drug use, by the way.
I very rarely stand up
Only
during
when
the
Jason does
podcast, but Lilit
Ironically.
used to work in
The
rehab.
sex trade.
In rehab for people with drug addictions. But when, she's not working, loves to bake a marijuana Rice
That's
Krispie
how I get my clients.
for a man who obviously has a drug problem.
When I called Lilit today to talk about
You're like
the
a
show,
tow truck driver that puts oil on the
Machete's
on the
right
street.
in there. Machete's right in there. Right in there. Right away.
there goes the show.
There we go.
The show's fucked.
Our producer. Where's our producer?
This is a two-parter. This isn't going to work out for any. I'm not eating.
Yeah, this is a 2-part
oh, he
show.
can handle
so,
it. Look at it. Come on.
There's more where that.
Yeah, the second show will just be fucked. We've got.
It takes like 40 minutes for this to kick in. We'll be fine.
You know what I like about it? When I look at Ernie eating them, it's like I'd eat them whether they were potted in them or not.
How do they taste, you guys?
I called Lilit
How does it
today.
taste, Jason?
Good work.
Hey guys,
You're welcome.
I called Lilit today to say, hey, have you baked the cake for Jason yet? And she said, I'm working on it, but I have to do a therapy session on Skype.
When she says therapy session, it's just what I do
She's
is
a professional therapist.
You're a therapist?
I
And
am.
she's
Do you know that
baking-
annoying pop-up window on UJizz that comes up in the right corner where you have to watch the solo
Yeah, yeah.
thing? That's
Did he
what
just
Lily
try to make a
does.
joke?
Yeah.
what I told you. What I do is I get Lilit to get on Twitter with me, on Skype with me, and put a dildo up her ass whilst writing the word slut and lipstick across her chest while I masturbate. And she can't touch a pussy because I don't want her to enjoy herself.
Jesus Christ.
I enjoy myself anyway.
Oh my God.
Jason just
I make them
smacked-
come on the
I love
screen.
how Graham just goes, oh my God.
I only made
Didn't
it
even
up.
faze me, Graham. I'm used to it. Jason, did you just...
Can you hear me?
How many have you eaten now?
This is my first one.
How many of those can you eat?
A few.
How many?
Well, I mean, it depends on how strong the butter is.
Are we going to be taking them to the hospital?
No, you can't OD on weed.
Can't wait
No,
more
you
yesterday.
can't OD on weed.
You can't OD on
And
it.
I want to see
I'll
you
tell you what you
finish that
can
whole
OD
thing.
on. butter. Plenty of people have died on butter.
Butterbud.
Yeah, I can get really bad diarrhea from it.
So, Lolita, how did you get involved in this program? How did you go from therapist to pot cookie maker?
To a drug dealer. I met Jason. I've been living in Venice for a while, and I was planning on quitting rehab anyway. I don't work in rehab anymore. I worked there for 3 years. And Jason and I became friends and kind of sucked me into the vortex
Okay,
of Rape Cottage.
Leet, you're dead air. Now,
Fuck you.
joking, come on. Now, we've got this new game that we've been playing around the house called Loaded Questions, and that we actually brought on, and we're going to actually physically play the game, which is the first time we've played a game since the Strict Poker.
We played strip poker.
Oh,
we cheat in everything we do.
You've never seen a stricter game.
This is the most rule-heavy game of poker.
It was like this. There were 5 men playing strip poker with Lilith. We cheated, and who do you think got naked?
You.
Jason.
We felt
Lilith
sorry
naked.
for Lilith at the end, but the thing was, Jason was stoned. He knew we were cheating, but he forgot.
I forgot. I wasn't stoned. Cassim brought that bottle of scotch, and you guys made me drink half of it almost.
Yeah, we made you. Like, we made you eat 4 brownies, you fat cunt.
I just watched Duke. Duke just fucking licked pot Rice Krispies off the ground.
Shit.
No, all right, you think that's the
boy,
worst
Dookie.
thing Duke's eaten today? Now we're going to play a game. And
Is this because of what happened yesterday? You guys are
Revenge.
Feeding-
What
Yeah.
happened? Explain what happened yesterday. Tell Jim what happened, what I walked into.
Well, I went to this because yesterday was my actual birthday.
Right?
I went to the store
Uh-huh.
where they provide care for me, and
Because
one of those pod collective joints.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got back.
so I got my card and everything.
Back
So I-
rubs on my eyelashes are weird.
He's just going, I have a deformed frontal lobe.
No, he's the only person who's ever walked in there that doesn't have to give an excuse.
Yeah, they just went, oh, Jesus.
They just looked at him and they could see the problems.
Oh, here comes Billy Joel Cat hair. Let's
Yeah.
fucking
There's
write 'em
too
up.
much space between his eyes.
Yeah. Give a card to Mumpface.
Give a card to Mumpface. Wasn't that the name of your band in the 70s? Give a card.
Mumpface
Yeah.
is a good name for a band.
Yeah.
Mumpface.
So I went to the store yesterday
All right.
and I bought
He looks like he's got a bad appetite. Let's give him some pop.
a chocolate bar.
You know, the problem with these is they're going to make you more hungry and you're going to have to keep eating them. It's a vicious cycle.
Obesity.
Keep
We've lost Ernie.
Keep binging like your mother.
I bought
Keep
one of
binging
those,
like your midget
I bought
mother's
like a
beating
mango
you.
juice infused sparkling beverage. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like everybody knows.
Okay,
Of course.
And
the best thing
a
about
chocolate.
stories
Basically, I
is-
went and loaded up all this, and I ate it. And Eddie walked in with our pinball repair guy was here.
No,
at
I
the same time.
left.
You left when we were eating it and sharing it.
I left while they were eating it, and I said, and Jesse said, oh, I'm going to leave.
Yeah, we'll all be gone.
He goes, I'll be gone. We'll all be gone. And I said, I have a feeling you won't. And I showed up 2 hours later.
And he was fucking the pinball repair guy.
Yeah, and all you could hear is ding, 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 ding.
Just fucking him like, yeah, I'll give you a free ball, you motherfucker.
He went
He got
into, you know, the
multi-ball.
silent laugh?
Multiple balls.
He went into the silent laugh for like 10 minutes here on the couch where tears were cut. He couldn't stop.
None of us could though. The whole room was just laughing hysterically, and you got the pinball guy in there like playing pinball. Eddie walks in the room
I don't even get what's funny about it, though.
because he looked like he was in shock. He didn't even know what to fucking say. He's like, the first thing out of his mouth is, "I feel like I just walked into a crack den."
Yeah, it looked like it. They were all huddled up on the couch together. The fucking in,
All right.
in our house.
We're going to play this question game.
There's so many good questions in this.
I'm going to do this one
It's called
first.
Loaded Questions.
Loaded questions. Loaded questions. All right, ready? Who would you cast for the before and after picture of a weight loss program? Jason.
I have to answer that question.
No. Jason's my first choice.
Wait, let me give one. And if you had to spend the rest of your life in one place, where would it be?
Venice Beach.
Why do you
Jason.
Why do you answer like? Graham, go ahead, pick one up.
All right, pick one off this thing. All right. What is your greatest environmental concern?
Jason. Here's mine.
You are
How
very
will the
toxic.
world end?
Yeah, let's hear.
All right, how will actually, I want to hear
How
this.
is the world gonna end?
Jason. No,
Exactly.
come on, no, tell us.
How's the world gonna end?
Yeah.
It won't.
Why not?
Because energy only changes
Okay,
form.
no.
It never-
Okay, I'm not talking about an ice age and the dinosaurs. How will the world end for humans?
Collapse. Society
Yeah,
collapses.
how will society
Yeah.
collapse as we know it? Don't give us your, no, it will still exist.
Eat a
there won't
pot-
be anyone
eat a-
living,
eat a
but
Rice
it'll be a
Krispie
rock.
treat.
Look, it's always
Why do you
there.
explain it? Yeah, eat that one, that giant one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon your world will end in about 4 hours.
I think
A fucking heart attack.
I think honestly,
You're
what's
not
going to
going to
happen
outlive John Lennon, I'll tell you that much.
it's the bees.
Not if I got anything to do about it.
It's the bees.
Is that my catcher?
Whoa,
is that my
whoa,
catcher in the
whoa,
ride?
I just
Whoa,
spit up all
whoa.
over myself.
The bees.
bees.
Explain.
The bees are dying, and that's
There's a
gonna,
virus that's killing off all the a lot of bees
And the fish. The fish.
and the fish. But basically, when pollination stops, we're done.
Explain
So-
why. Why?
Right.
Why?
No, he's right.
Yeah, but
Because there's a weird.
He is right to a point, Graham. But then he's
Yeah.
gonna have to. He's
No.
gonna have to embellish because he's not right.
No, he's
after.
not- he's not right.
His scientific level goes so only
Basically,
surface deep.
I haven't eaten honey for like 6 months, and I've been cool with it.
Yeah. But the majority of life on the planet comes from the pollination of bees
How? Explain.
because they're a crucial component of the circle of life.
Ecosystem.
How?
Because they allow plants to reproduce
How?
by collecting pollen to make their own food. They actually they bring.
Yeah, but we
They
now
pollinate.
have scientists and stuff
Lily,
that
why
can
are you
do this in
helping?
an
There would have to
environment.
be there would have to be a nano. There would have to be a nano.
We can fucking use DNA to recreate a fucking sheep, and they reckon they're going to make it a woolly mammoth fucking up and going. And you're saying that we can't plant our own fucking trees without fucking bees
No,
involved.
because once the
Watch Biodome, fuckface.
yeah, that's a solution to the problem.
Case closed, Your Honor. Pauly Shore movie rest.
How many people can fit in a bio?
Get the Pauly Shore box set and then
Yeah.
come talk
Pauly
to us.
Shaw,
cuntface.
Kylie Minogue in one of her rare
So
movie appearances.
it's either gonna be the bees going extinct
Have you not seen Little Nicky, sir?
or the fish going extinct, and that'll.
Stephen Baldwin.
One of the third-tier Baldwin brothers
Janine-
begs to differ, sir.
Janine Garofalo. No.
Did you watch
really have
Freddie
to
Got Fingered and then come back with your fucking bee bullshit?
Your earphones.
I got a great question.
All right, we'll
Okay.
pause. Wait,
Where's
please.
he going?
Where's
Where's
he
he
needs to pee. He didn't fucking plan for it. He had too many beers before the show. We told him before we got in the car that he needed to go to the toilet, and he said, no, I'm fine. And now we're parked on the side of the fucking highway while he's taking a piss.
I put a case of beer in the refrigerator yesterday, and I said, "No, Jason, these aren't for you." So he would go to everyone else in the room and open a beer. He wouldn't. He would open a beer first and then walk to them and go, "Do you need a beer?" They'd go, "Yeah," and he'd hand it to them. He'd open another beer. "Do you need a beer?" "Yeah." Then he'd go to somebody, "Do you need a beer?" "No, I don't need one." "Oh, well." I guess it's open.
Whoops.
And then he would drink it. And then he would take them another open beer. He would find the person that says no and go, "Do you need a beer?" And I go, "Jason, I
He
told
has
you."
something called an addiction problem.
Yeah, he does.
And also something
Uh-oh.
called, someone called an
Enabler,
enabler.
that's me.
Who would that be?
Yeah, fucking
well, that's
Lalit.
the best way to get him to treatment is by giving them drugs. You're not going to get someone.
Lalit, you're gonna
This is a great therapy.
you're gonna go to prison and burn in hell.
No, if we would just hand out more heroin-filled needles, then we could really help people.
I've got a question
kinda
that
do.
I want all of us
That's
to
an
answer.
infinite.
I want all of us to answer this question
Do it without
individually
Jason.
before Jason gets here, and then we'll get his take on it when he gets back. What is the worst physical handicap?
Albinoism.
Albinoism.
That was for you.
Pudgy
Luke.
toes.
I'd say
Pudgy toes, yes. That's a horrifying life you've got.
like it has to be a handicap. It can't be like cerebral palsy or something where it's a complete fucking body thing. If you can have one bit of your body handicapped, what's the worst bit? Jason said his brain. Speaking as a man from experience.
I would say either like blindness or paralysis.
yeah,
Yeah,
blindness.
I'd go blindness or
But
paralysis.
ignorance
say-
is bliss.
Yeah, great.
If your
thanks.
brain is handicapped, then you don't know the difference.
Yeah, good call,
So
doctor.
basically, you're saying you're a very happy person.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes in between tears.
I have two questions on here that were like written
Losing my
for
clit would be
Jason.
bad.
It was like the guy who wrote Loaded Questions said, "Hey, I know Jason Hour is going to be in a room when this is read." Jason, if you found a $50 bill on the street and had to spend it immediately, what would you buy?
Marijuana?
Okay, well, let's rephrase
Wait,
this. Let's
Whoa, whoa.
rephrase this. You're already stoned. You have marijuana back at the house.
Actually, $40 blew up on me yesterday.
What do you mean?
like the wind blew $40 up to me.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
There's more to this
And there's
story.
nobody around.
So two individual notes,
Wait, yeah.
not a $40 note.
No, 220s.
Can we? I don't believe you.
And I bought.
Was
I
it-
don't fucking believe
Was it
you.
a
Wait a minute.
50? Was it a 50 and a
Hold
guy
on,
ran up
hold
and asked
on.
for change?
You- Hold on, hold on,
blew a
Fran.
guy for $40?
Hold on. You're lying. I am sick of your lies.
I'm not lying.
You're lying.
I'm not lying.
You're lying.
I'm not
You
lying.
had how much money did you have on you yesterday when I asked you?
I don't know.
40
You had
guys.
$30,
So?
right?
He spent 10.
How much? Wait, hold on.
Well,
I'm
no,
getting to somewhere.
doesn't mean
What
anything.
time did you find it?
Listen,
What? Just answer my question.
that $30 had nothing to do with the $40 that I found the
Where-
day before.
Where-
Because the
Hair color
day
money.
before, the money that I found
Shut up.
in the street, I
Don't.
have
Shut
blue.
the
Don't.
fuck up.
Don't.
Where is the money right now?
I consumed it yesterday
How?
by eating that candy
Chocolate
bar and
bar.
drinking that soda.
$40.
That was
$40 worth of soda and candy.
Yeah,
The
it's
soda bottle was $16.
What the fucking soda? What the fuck off?
It was a tea-
I was protecting you from Eddie just then, and you fucked me over now by lying.
No, I'm telling.
I
I'm
was
telling the
there.
truth.
It's
I'm
a
telling the truth.
$16 bottle
16
of mango soda.
Infused with THC.
How much is left of the money?
It's from the store.
How
It's
much
from-
is left?
I spent all of it. I bought some Mows last night, fucking candy bar and a soda and a pack of joints.
He bought me food yesterday.
Damn it!
All right.
Do you know what I was trying to do?
What?
I was
Earn
trying to
his
get him
money.
to show it to us, and then I was going to rip it off.
No. That's
I knew it.
mean.
I fucking knew it.
That's horrible.
How much money do you have on you?
I'm not sure. No.
How much do you have on you?
None.
What if, what
Tell
if,
us
what
now.
if we held you down? Would we find something?
I challenge you to hold me down.
Really?
Oh, outstanding.
He wants me manhandled by Jim.
Outstanding.
No. Stay away from me.
Let's see how bad
No.
your fucking back is.
Jim's taking his
Actually,
pink
my
scarf
back's
off.
feeling better. I don't want to wrestle.
Oh, no.
Then let's see your money.
Jesse.
Let's
Jim's
see your money.
No.
A challenge is a challenge.
Yeah.
Bad back. All right.
Then you
Even
say,
with a bad back.
Then you say loudly that I would beat you.
Eat up.
Say openly that I would beat you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Jason just attacked Jim and is about to take Jim
Oh,
down.
yeah.
Oh, no.
Jason is climbing.
Suck
the-
his
Watch
dick.
my laptop.
Suck his dick. I mean, I'm sorry.
Jason just kissed him.
Fuck him in the mouth.
Why
This
are
is
you
the most
kissing?
uncomfortable thing I've ever seen in
and
my
your
life.
fat belly's
Watch
hanging
the-
out.
watch the
Jason's
vlog.
fat belly's hanging. He's
got a boner.
Jason is rubbing his fat.
Jason has a
hairy
boner.
belly.
So many times. Yeah, that's probably what flared my back.
I'm not fighting back because I know you have a bad back.
Let's see your money.
Bad back. I'm not faking.
Get your money out now.
No.
Jason is grinding on Jim right
I got a
now.
leg. I got a leg. I got a hook. I'm protecting you with my face.
This is getting really
You see me fight on
homoerotic.
the internet.
I've got a boner.
Yeah.
Yep.
And right when it happened,
All right. All right. Stop. This
is uncomfortable.
Stop.
Now, this is
Jesus.
my point.
Jesus.
My point
I
is,
got really.
Jason has an erection.
I feel like I'm at a rehab center, and this is like group therapy. fucking went
Jason,
wrong.
you can't have a bad back then.
Actually, I do have a bad back.
You can't have a
Set
bad
him
back.
up.
No, I didn't do anything.
You can't have a bad back. I've been fighting this argument forever that you don't have a bad back.
I do
and you
have a
put
bad
it on
back.
for pity. You just went and threw a 210-pound man onto a couch and sat on him.
Yeah.
That's not bad back behavior.
I didn't lift you up.
All day you've
That's
told us about your
not-
bad back. I moved the TV a 5,000 pound.
You wouldn't help.
beers.
You would not-
2001 TV
you would
out of
not
this
help
house,
lift the
and you
TV.
wouldn't help us lift it because you're bad back. You don't understand. I've had the disc.
Actually,
My fluid in my disc was
right
drained
here
because I have a
hurts right
sciatic
now.
nerve.
You don't have a bad
Yes,
back.
I do.
Then why did you want to wrestle with me? I didn't want to wrestle with you because I thought you had a bad back. I felt sorry for you.
As long as I don't
What's
compromise
a cop of field, Jim?
my posture, which I didn't do. with
Sitting
you.
on a man and throwing him on the couch compromises your posture.
No.
This is like, I feel like I'm at a dive bar, like,
Hanging out with
you
red
know, and
necks.
there's those guys that sit at the end of the bar. You go there with your buddies to get cheap. Oh, it's a cheap pitchers of beer. And at the end of the bar, there's these guys that get there at 6 a.m. every day, and they're the only ones who eat those weird pickled eggs things, right? And then you'll be sitting there talking with your buddy, and all of a sudden at the end of the bar, you'll just suddenly hear, Jerry, you son of a bitch, or something like that. And
It's,
they're-
the male back is something that can't be broken.
yeah, they have a fight like that. And
I
then
do have a
if
bad
you,
back,
if you
though.
listen closely to the argument, it's
Where's
always
my
insane.
beer?
It's always
It
like
tipped over.
insane.
It was empty.
Jason, I
All right.
have a second question to that.
Let's
The
get
second
into
one.
wrestling position where I start on your back like the thing.
Yeah.
I
like
do
on the
not
ground?
use a
On the
shoehorn.
ground. On the ground, so you can see. You can
Yeah,
see
yeah, I
me flip
get.
you.
Yeah, let's see your back.
Let's
then.
do that one.
You're not going to go into my pockets.
I'm not gonna go to your pocket.
Why? How much money do you have in your pocket?
Listen, man.
Come on, get on the floor. Get on the floor. Come on.
I think he's got like 10 grand strapped to him, and that's
Jim
why
is
he's
challenging Jason to a wrestle right now. They're taking the headphones
I'm not
off. They're
gonna
taking the mics
wrestle
down. Wait. Let me explain what is happening. Jason, they're getting in the Roman Greco, the Roman Gay-Co. Oh, Jason, Jim looks like he's fucking Jason doggy style. Hold on.
Now, before we start,
This is a little arousing.
And what?
No, my back is straight right now, and this actually doesn't hurt.
if I do that, does that compromise?
Okay.
It feels good.
Wait a minute. This is really creepy.
Right here.
Jim has Jason in doggy
Anything you do
style
to him.
Again, right
position,
there. Push there again.
and
That feels
he
good.
is massaging his back. Why did this turn into this?
now if
That's a man without a bad back.
if Jim comes on your back, does that make it feel
Are
bad?
you ready to jizz?
This isn't a man with a bad back.
That's
don't have
really
a-
what he needs.
No, but
This
that's
is a man with a bad back.
How can you claim to have a bad fucking back?
doesn't hurt.
Jim is sitting on your back while
Yeah, I know, but
you're
it's-
in Duke position.
But this doesn't like what it is like it's,
You're lying. I
You're lying.
hurt my back a week ago. There's no way I could have that happen.
You just don't want to do work for us
no,
anymore.
it's coming up through this.
You don't. I proved it just then. You don't have a bad
You are a
back.
pathetic liar, and we're gonna make you fucking. Do
That's
our
from
work.
when he was in his early 20s, that scar. You
Once
can't.
you rupture a disc, you're fucked for life.
Yeah, you're fucked for
You
life.
did the worm in
You
here.
were fucked for life when you came out of your mom's womb, screeching the sides.
I know.
You don't have a bad back.
I have a
just
bad
proved
back,
it.
but
Okay?
you didn't hurt me.
Laleep, would you say that he still has a bad back after seeing it?
I'm not going to comment.
But you have a medical background. Come on.
Yeah,
not-
you're a physician.
I'm not a PhD.
In your opinion, do you think that that's
And
the
he
activity?
just,
I think-
he just
I think
grabbed
Jason-
another Rice Krispie
Jason
treat and
Do
you
shoved
agree
it
with
down.
me there?
Jason will
Yes,
take
he's
anything
full
on
of
his
shit.
back for
He's
you,
full of
Jim.
shit.
That's all I know.
Oh, I promise
He
you.
will
So,
take
Eddie, you don't
you
think
from
he has
his
a bad back?
No, I don't trust him anymore at all. He acts like a martyr all the time.
He acts like
I
he,
swear
he
to
acts,
God.
He acts like he
I
can't
swear to God, I'm
walk.
not faking my
he
bad back.
acts like
I
he
swear
can't
to you.
walk, and then he
I
throws
promise
me on
you.
the couch and lets me sit on his back while he's in all fours.
But you notice when I pushed you, I was keeping my hips over my I was not.
Then remember that when you lift a television.
Graham, am I the only one that thought I was watching a little bit of Game?
That was homo. That was so homo.
It was like when like the homeless guys in Venice Beach when they fight and argue and then they start making out and then it's like
I don't know what it looked like, but when he was pushing right here, it felt good. Right here.
What do you mean? How did it
You
feel?
don't
Yeah.
have a bad back.
I think I
To
was.
change
Can
the
everyone
subject-
please write to Jason and
Yeah.
tell him that
I have
over
a
and
bad-
over again?
And to change the subject, there was one more question on here that was written for Jason.
when you get butt fucked, does that hurt your back?
No, it actually feels good.
Oh, see, no, yeah, exactly.
No, that actually feels really good.
If you
The
pull my
cover-
hair, then it would hurt.
Because you can see how I keep my back in alignment as your cock rams up my ass. That's actually good posture for back pain.
Your balls slapping on
His
my
sphincter.
balls actually feels better.
The cum fills the fluid that already leaked.
Yeah, it
out
does.
in
It
between
actually
my spine.
releases the pressure when you ejaculate in my
He's,
colon.
he's looking at me with anger right now.
My back hurts.
Why don't you, why don't you dive at me with your... Well, I'll dive with perfect posture.
Jason, when you retire, how will you spend all the money you've invested?
He did. I told you. He just bought a can of pop for like $16.
That's a long-term investment. Is
Yeah.
what that'll appreciate.
I've never seen a person shovel down a pot like piece of food and then wash it down with a beer, trying to get so many chemicals in their body.
He's angry with me
You're
now.
a fucking junkie.
No, I'm not.
self-medicating.
No, I mean, my back does hurt. So, but like what I
But
did
why?
just now.
But when you threw me, that is a back motion.
Yeah, and I'm feeling it a little bit. But look, I really do. I fuck up and overdo it, especially when I've been drinking. Sorry. But I do have a bad back.
The first time I didn't
swear.
really. The first time I didn't really fight back because I was thinking he says he's got a slip disc and like I knew you'd beat me because you got Mong strength, right? But I just. But I was just like I can't really hurt this man. He's a friend of mine, and now you're a friend. You're still a friend of mine, but you're also a liar.
Well,
I'm not a liar. I've not lied. I swear.
But
You don't have a bad back, Jason. You don't.
It hurts
You-
right fucking now.
Jason, you
It hurts
always,
all the time.
Jason, you
I'm in chronic
all-
pain. Like I swear to
Chronic
God.
pain.
Yeah.
I told you we'd send you to the doctor and pay for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'm not paying for fantasy. If you want to spend your money on magic beans, Eddie, be my guest. I have just tried this man's back
No.
out. He could take fucking 10 men
but
raping him.
they're-
Oh,
my muscles are
my
around this-
sciatic nerve.
Hold on. If the doctor says,
not a-
if the doctor says that there's nothing wrong with him, and we get to go to the doctor's appointment with him, if the doctor says he's fine, he has to do the glory hole challenge.
Here's what the deal is.
Jason, did you
I'll
hear
do
what
that.
I just said?
I heard
I'll
you.
do that.
Did you just hear what I
You're gonna
said?
MRI. I need an MRI.
We will take care of the MRI,
Yeah.
but if the doctor says you're okay, you're doing the glory hole challenge.
I didn't agree to that.
Why not?
I don't want to do the glory hole challenge.
No,
If your back's so
it'll hurt his
fucked up-
back.
If
It'll hurt his back.
there's nothing wrong for you, if there's something wrong with you, you have nothing to worry about.
Oh, okay, then fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
MRI. Like, here's what the deal
All
is.
no,
we
the
need
thing
is
is-
the doctor to say that you're okay to do the glory hole challenge.
You're not doing.
No.
You're not doing the glory hole challenge. You're one of the people in the box.
My core structure is strong around my spine.
Oh yeah,
Right,
we
right,
can
right,
tell.
right. Yeah,
It's just your physique shows it.
Yeah, that elephant ear hanging over your belt looks like good core structure to me.
Here.
You're just a fucking after picture of a Solaflex
Yeah,
commercial.
exactly. You're a personal trainer.
I used to suffer. You know what's really doing it? That Billy Joel top is so tight, it's keeping you back in.
Yeah, it is.
Like a brace.
It is. It's like a brace.
All right. So
He's angry. His chemicals are up. Happy birthday.
did we?
Thank you.
I got his chemicals up so bad last night in the car.
Well, you had to upset him somehow. His back doesn't hurt.
Hold on. Here's a weird question. Here's a weird question on Loaded Questions.
I don't believe you.
Where is the farthest place in the world?
That doesn't make any sense.
Pain from Jason's back.
That hurts.
Oh, Jesus.
That was a zinger.
It really hurts. though.
That was nice. Long ball. I like it.
Here's a question for Lilith. What is the nicest feature of the person on your left?
His microphone.
It only took her 10 shows. 10 shows and she got a laugh. Dang!
Nice. That was outstanding.
That was good because that's not an actual
This is a
part of
great
it.
song for Jason. What one song would you choose to come out to before a world-class championship glory hole challenge?
None. I'm not doing it.
No, if you were coming out, it says before a world-class championship boxing match. You're coming out to fight. What would your song be?
Dun, 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 dun.
I've got a really good back. Dun, dun, dun. There's nothing wrong with it.
That hurts my feelings.
Yeah, well, it doesn't hurt your back.
Boom! Fucking fireballs, baby. Lock and load, bitches. It's on.
Here's a good question for Jason. What conversation topic do you try to avoid? Your back. Your back.
Marriage, your age, your achievements, your odor.
$16 sodas.
The ones that he tries to get towards, wrestling ability. He's good at wrestling.
He's got a good core. He's got a good core.
He's got a good core, elephant ear core.
P90X.
What's the most important, amazing thing ever done by one of your ancestors?
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that.
All right, there, Cliffy. All right, Normie. Thank you.
has a stick.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
My grandfather invented the back.
My mother's a midget.
That's why I had one of the first ones. That's why it's faulty.
Oh, Jesus.
you don't want to
Come
know.
on, we do it.
No, what? We want to hear about your ancestors.
My Uncle Mac,
Yeah.
which is only two generations, great uncle. He was my grandmother's brother.
Right.
From the movie Mac and Me.
No, he was a
He made
was a,
mac and cheese.
He was a fighter pilot, and he won the Naval Cross or something like that in World War II.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
In one of those fields with the remote control
What happened
fucking
was he
planes?
actually smashed his plane and made the Navy Cross. Killed lots of civilians. His back was fine though.
Yeah.
He walked away with no sciatic
no,
problems.
Here's a question for Jim. How long would a regular size roll of toilet paper last you?
Oh no, because actually a long time, because when it gets really bloody, I don't even opt for the toilet paper. I'm straight to the shower.
Hillbilly bidet.
Did your family invent that too?
What do you consider the ultimate vacation?
Eddie's house.
Yeah, Eddie's couch.
Yeah, what would that be?
The ultimate vacation?
Ultimate vacation.
If we were to pay for your vacation, if we all pitched in or we got people,
you get a week anywhere in the world.
a week
doing
anywhere, whatever
you
you want. We're gonna take care of it. All expense paid.
And you can't be like
Himalayas.
constructing robots in Japan or something. No, nothing stupid like that. An actual answer.
Oh wait, that's a good answer. Don't give them
I
ideas.
don't want to go to Japan now. I'd like to go to Thailand.
And
Why? But if you go to
You'll get
Japan,
laid.
those little women can walk on your back.
They do it in Thailand too.
All
They'll
right.
give him blowjobs in Thailand.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
get laid in Thailand.
Yeah. Like 10
You could
bucks.
you could stand
For
up,
that $10, yeah.
rest your elephant ear on one of their foreheads, and fucking off you go. And as you come, you could yell out, "I do have a bad one."
what would your vacation entail? We want to hear what your holiday would be.
I really don't. I don't know.
You've never thought about it?
No.
You know, like I'd like a week away where I sit in a fucking hammock
What is
between two palm
what, like
trees.
gym,
and-
like lunch? You know, what I mean, like my life. I've never thought about vacation, like where I'd go. Like I never put thought into that. No.
Wow. So lunch. That's
Well, I mean, it's it's just like
you look like you vacated more than most.
we're going.
This is a great one for Jason. What would you like to accomplish this year?
Lunch.
as many free lunches as I can acquire.
Well, you've already accomplished that. How about a pain-free back?
No,
I know you
nice.
accomplished that last year.
No.
What would at the end of your life? What would you like to be your biggest accomplishment?
To impact as many lives in a positive way as I can before I leave the planet.
Okay, you're already in the negative column.
How are you going to work out of that hole?
You got a lot of sorries to do before you start getting thank yous. Phil.
What step is that?
Oh, I've got a
Two?
I've got a fucking great one for him. Jason, if your body was cremated, where would you want your ashes sprinkled?
Mount Monadnock.
Brokeback
Where?
Mountain.
Mount Monadnock,
Where's that?
New Hampshire.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do it around here. We haven't got the landfill. I'm on fire with you at the moment.
We've got enough
I don't know what's
pollution.
wrong with me. I could do this all night on it. Okay, I got one.
All right.
In your life, what has been your most gratifying moment? And don't say hanging out with her.
Yeah.
No, I mean like
No, but it is.
Yeah.
But go on to number 2.
God, that's hard.
There must have been a day at school where you weren't punched.
Actually, in high school, like I won a wrestling match after I was knocked out.
You
in the
won
third
one
period.
here.
Whoa. You won a wrestling match after you were knocked out.
Yeah, it was in the third period. I was trying to switch out, and the dude grabbed me by my singlet and lifted me up and dropped me straight on my head, and I
Right.
blacked out. I was like knocked out,
And then you woke up and you were in our house.
and because exactly.
He was in a coma for 6
And I won.
months.
I won that match. Like
It's because
I stuck
he-
that guy.
Yeah, because what
You
happened
won
was,
while you were in a coma.
Can you,
No,
see, can you see how fat he is? He got knocked out and he fell on top of the bloke. The other guy died.
Disqualified.
And that actually, hang on, wait a minute. That's your most gratifying moment in your life.
I mean, I don't know what the most gratifying moment in my life
Are
is.
you feeling that pot?
At one point, I thought it was getting married, but now we know how that ended up.
Yeah.
I don't know what life is. I'm happy to be fucking here, alive, and
Being alive
only
is your
partially
most gratifying
being,
moment.
You know what? The most
Partially.
gratifying moment in my life is understanding and being aware and being thankful that I do exist and that I do have choices in life and that I am here.
And that your back's perfect.
My bag isn't perfect.
That was
No.
boring.
It hurts right now
And I
from
have
that
one
shit,
last question,
but
then we're
that's
going to have to
fine.
go. But and this question's for Jim. What 2 words come to mind when you hear the word white?
Oh,
Power. White power.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I?
I'm glad you have a different accent. White power. Is supremacy 2 words? Adolf Hitler.
All right, that was those were pretty. I like this thing. We're gonna do
It
this
is fun. It is
we got to
fun.
do this more often on the show. It's called Loaded Questions. It's a
love
good
it.
game.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have to wrap up. This is going to be a 2-part episode. You do all the thank yous, Eddie. You'll do
Yeah,
it.
I just want to thank everyone. Go to our website, which is JimandEddieTalkShit.com. You guys have been great. Thank you for all the feedback on Facebook, on our Facebook page, on our Twitters. you're almost too active.
What?
Like I open up my Twitter every morning and there's like 1,000 people just going, fucking punch Jason in the fucking face, or I love Jason, you should die. And
What's that got to do with me?
no, it's somehow they just go, we love Jim. Jim's funny. Kill Jason, or you should die, or something
I'm waiting for, this is the Twitters that I'm predicting for this week. Nothing wrong with your back, you fat cunt. I hope your back dies in a sea of AIDS.
But thank you for all the feedback and everything and being active. But please just go to our website. There is a donation page. If you want T-shirts, you want posters, you want to come here and hang out with us, or if you want Jason to write a song about you, right, Jason? You're going to write that song.
Yep.
Bad back blues.
The Bad Back song. And sign up for our email list on the
Baby
website.
Bareback
got
blues.
I
back.
hate that.
That's Jim and Eddie, talkshit.com. You
Bareback
can also
Jason.
get us on Stitcher. Sign
He's
up on
coming
Stitcher.
towards me.
Stitcher.com/Jim and Eddie. Get
Jim-
the
Jim
mobile
and-
app. Promo codes Jim and Eddie. That's Jim and Eddie. Go to that. Thank you, Graham Elwood, for being on the show. Next week, or Thursday, on the Thursday episode, we're going to have one of our favorite guests. Not one of, our favorite guests. Brian McCarthy.
Yeah.
The guy who likes to eat dudes' cunts.
And
is gonna
write
be
to us
it.
on jimandeddie@yahoo.com.
Yeah, Jim and Eddie at yahoo.com. Graham, anything you'd like to plug?
Yeah, just go to GrahamElwood.com, get my tour dates, my podcast, Comedy Film Nerds, and also my new documentary about my first trip to Afghanistan called Afghanistan. It's all at GrahamElwood.com.
That's GrahamElwood.com. Go to that. Thank you, Graham, for being here. Thank you guys for listening. Please support the show. You've been great. Tell your friends and go fuck yourselves.
Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, Jason's bad back.
Tom